Good morning, Greenhouse Architecture. Mr. Wenish here, and I'm just going to go over a couple of things with you to help you get going on using Revit on your desktops. First off, if you're using a computer that doesn't have Revit, then obviously you're going to need to switch. Secondly, you should have this document opened up. It should be shared to you in your Schoology folder. So if you go into Schoology, you should be able to find the one that says 7.1.5 Autodesk Revit. Alright, so now we're going to assume that you're able to open it up. Even if you open it up in the tutorial form rather than because it says your license isn't valid, it should still work. Otherwise, the other option is move to a different computer, because the ones that I tried, they did work. The ones that I tried, the Revit was working on it. So if you move to a different computer, you should be able to find one that has Revit that's working. Alright, so under step 2, I'm going to choose New under Projects. Now it doesn't look exactly the same as this one, but that's fine. So I'm just going to go to New, click on New. And then it says select Architectural Template. Here I'm going to use Imperial. That means I'm using inches and feet. Now, if I remember right, I don't have this option for architectural template, but that shouldn't be a big deal. Slide down a little bit here. So it looks like I don't have any place to choose architecture template, but again, I don't think that's really going to matter. I should still be able to do everything I want to do. So I'm just going to skip that step for now, and maybe I'll find it later on as I go through. So step 4, well, basically they're showing you like all the different things that you have with Revit on here, but I'm just going to skip over that for now. And I'm getting right to build your classroom model. And for this project, we'll designate the following: north is top, south is bottom, east is right, west is left. Note that you may include a north arrow in your view by expanding the family's heading in the project browser. Click and drag the north arrow element into the drawing area, release the mouse button, and click again to place the north arrow. I hopefully can remember that north is the top, south is the bottom. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to select wall. So I'm going to go up to wall. I'm going to select it, and I can choose my properties. Let's go back down here now. So I've got my wall selected. What do they say next? Notice that the properties palette and the options toolbar change. Okay, so now I can see things about my wall in here. So right now I've got my basic wall selected. Choose the type of wall that you'd like to construct. So let's just take a look over here. We've got our basic wall, we got a curtain wall, stacked wall, and I think that's my only options right now. And technically we could go curtained wall, but now I'm just going to stick with basic wall. I'm not sure what stacked wall means. In the drop down, you can choose any type of wall that matches the construction of your school. School exteriors are often brick. Many interior classes are metal stud or concrete masonry, CMU. Now, right now I don't have most of these types, but I bet you if I look around, or if I keep reading, it's going to probably tell me how to get more types. Because it may be because I'm in the demo version, but there is a way for me to download more types of walls. Let's just keep moving here. We've got just our basic wall for now. In the options toolbar, change the unconnected height value to the wall to the height in your classroom by typing the new number in the box. I'm going to say that my height's about, maybe 12 feet. Just guessing. Because I don't have the exact measurements. So I'm going to just change that to 12. Model the walls of your classroom. Click once within the area defined by the elevation tags. Move your cursor horizontally across the drawing area until the dimensions read approximately 35 feet, and then click to end the wall. Note, you do not need to create the wall to exactly 35 feet. You'll be able to edit the dimension later to reflect the size of your classroom. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and click, drag, and then click. Well, I can't get to 35, so I'll just make it 15 for now. And then I'm going to hit escape so that that button's still not connected there. Right click on drawing area for zoom options. Zoom out. Typically move the mouse in smaller increment steps if you zoom in. Alright, so that one's probably something I should have done. So I can make my wall 35 feet long. Continue to create the walls by dragging your cursor and clicking to create the approximate shape of your classroom. You do not need to worry if you are not exact. You can modify measurements later. Copy the classroom measurements that you recorded during your previous one. So north wall, east wall, south wall, west wall. So I'm going to go ahead over here and click and drag. Oops, let's see here. I wonder if I want it right in the middle. Let's just put it there. That looks good. I'm actually going to drag it out a little beyond. The reason for that being is I got to put a door in. So I'm going to leave it something like that for now. And maybe I should have connected it together. Maybe it's easier to put the door in after it's connected together, but I'm just going to try that. Immediately after creating the unwanted elements, click the undo button. So if you want to delete something. Method 2, select the object you want to delete. So let's just say it was this. Oh, I'm still in drawing walls. So if I hit escape again, there we go. Now I can click on that, highlight it, and then I can hit delete or backspace, and that'll delete it. Otherwise I can go up to undo, which I don't see undo up here. It's probably because I got my screen smaller so I can show both screens at the same time. If I scroll this out, yep, there's my undo button right there. If I hit undo, my wall will come back. And again, I don't know if I wanted to connect them together or not, so I'll find out in a little bit. But we're going to keep on going here. And I'm going to slide this down. Change the wall dimension, okay? So, I'm going to say that this wall, let's see, select a wall adjacent to the wall for which you want to edit the dimension so that the desired dimension displays. Notice the dimension of the wall you select does not appear. Alright, so if I want to change this one here, I actually have to select this one. And so show the one up top. And so let's say I wanted to make that, I don't know the exact, let's just say it's 20 feet. I don't know the exact how long that room is, but I'm going to say 20. Now I've changed that dimension to 20 feet. Now if I want to change this back wall over here, it's actually at 12 already, so I'm just going to leave that at 12. It's probably not big enough, but again, I don't know the exact dimensions. I don't have them with me right now. But you guys can measure it to check to see what they were. Add a door. Here we are. Choose a door that is similar to the door in your classroom. From the Architecture tab, select the Door tool. So I gotta go back to Architectural. So I don't have architecture up here, but I'm sure if I click maybe home, yep, there's my door. So it doesn't say architecture, but that's alright. So it says door. So I'm going to click on doors. No doors, family's loading this product. Would you like to load one now? Yes. So it's spinning, it's going to take a little bit. Alright, so what I had to do is I had to go and download a door online. And so to do that, so normally you're in home where you find doors. You want to actually go to insert and then load family is one way of doing it. Otherwise, you need to go to a website called Revit City. And Revit City's got everything you need, basically, you could ever want. It's in here. And so I had to find the door that I wanted and download it. And then once it was downloaded, then I had to go back into Revit and find it. And so when I clicked on door, it said no doors found. And I looked in my downloads, and then there was the door, and I just put it in. So this is the door I'm going to use. And then I just basically go to the spot I want to use it, where I want my door. And I want it right there, but I want it the other way. I'm not sure how to flip it right offhand. So I think I'm just going to try to put it here for now, and then see if I can make it turn here in a little bit. So I'm going to hit escape. Hit escape again. And so now I've got my door in there. And then that moves it over. I don't want to do that. I want to flip it. But I assume if I choose it, or hold it, that is opening the right way. That is the way I want it to open. Forget it. That actually worked out perfect. Alright, so my door's in. And so now if I go back to my Word document, it's going to tell me more things that I need and want to put in. And you basically just got to go through and do all these steps that it says in this Word document. And you should be able to add your floor in, add in your computers, add in your tables. And if nothing else, I will be there on Monday to help you out. Alright, have a good weekend, and I will see you on Monday.